All right, so the flow for this week is going to take us toward bird of paradise. So a lot of work with the inner thighs, get into the hamstrings, opening up the hips, of course. And I got two demonstrations of this before we begin. So two ways of coming into this pose. It's a standing balance with a very aggressive bind, basically a vertical split. Now, if you're having any trouble balancing this, or if your hips are just really tight when you come and you're having any trouble holding onto the pose, back off from this a little bit so you don't throw out your back. So I'm going to show two versions of this. But to start, just to begin from here, what's going to happen once we get into the main part of the flow, every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat, and you come into this wide-legged forward fold. So feet a little bit wider than your hips, keep the knees bent, keep your hips high and your head low, and then you're going to bind one of your legs here to begin. So I'm going to lift my left leg, which means my left arm comes around my left leg, palm behind. My right hand comes around to complete the grip, and be sure you've actually got the hands together. It's not just a couple fingertips clasping. From here, you're just going to stay folded, keep your knees bent. You're going to walk this to start, so we're going to step one foot back and then the other, and then step forward. And a lot of this is just to take the stretch even deeper and make sure you can hold on to the bind. Now, from here, my left leg is bound, so with my base foot, that's my right foot, into center. Put all the way to the base foot, then deep to the bent knee. Lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up and look forward. Take this slow. With an inhale, bring your torso up and just bring that bound leg up with you. Now keep the thigh pulled in close. You can always bend into the standing knee, but work to get your torso upright as best you can. And you can just hold the pose like this, and this is plenty. If you want to take it further, the very last step is maybe you straighten the leg, and I'm not quite going to get all the way there today. Work that as best you can. That's the last step again. When you come down, bring it down lightly, try to move with control, and just land in your forward fold very slowly here and keep the whole movement under control. So work that as best you can. Now, if the bind is too much, which it may well be, then take this version. So as you fold it, just reach the arms out wide. I'm still going to lift my left leg, but with my left arm pressing into my left shin and my right arm reaching the other side. Now, everything else is the same. You're going to walk it from here. You'll walk it back and then walk forward. And then again, bring the base foot to center. Bend deep to that knee. Lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up and keep your arm pushing into your leg. With an inhale, lift your torso. Bring that leg up with you. And that leg will probably slide out to the side, and that's fine. Just keep pressing into the shin. Let the knee go out to the side to open up the hip, and just work the balance here. You can work further hip opening with tension between the arm and leg. So work that as best you can. After you hold this for a few breaths, again, come down slowly. Bring it down with control. You're going to release to the forward fold, and then we'll take it to the Vinyasa from there. So just keep that in mind. So to get this started, bring yourself all the way down onto your back. And once you're down, just go ahead and set this up with your feet still on the floor, a little wider than your hips, and bring the knees in towards center. This will help release your low back to the mat as flat as possible while you're down like this. And once you set that up, arms out to your sides, palms open toward the ceiling, let the elbows bend. And again, if the hands past your head or bring the elbows closer in toward your waist, whatever suits you best. But let your shoulders sink down, let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this here to begin. Now when you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just open your eyes. Take it slow. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach us out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach us out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach us out long. And with the exhale, bring the arms down but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, hold here. Stay lifted, look forward. I want to go back and forth from here, lifting to the mid-back. With your next inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl this forward again. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl this forward. Inhale, roll this out. Now with the exhale, curl, but reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl to the left side. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale, curl this left. Inhale, roll out. Exhale, curl right. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl left again. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, just curl forward this time. Stay lifted. Stretch long through the fingertips. Bring your shoulders up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, take hold of your knees. Pull them into your chest. Bring your head down. Squeeze everything in here for a moment. And then go ahead, release your grip and extend all 4 limbs up toward the ceiling. Now keep your belly pulled in. Keep the low back down on the floor. And stay loose with the arms and legs. Just go ahead, roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles, move your fingers and toes. And then straighten out. So reach the fingertips and toe tips toward the ceiling. Straighten your legs as best you can. If the knees need to bend, keep the ankles stacked over your hips. And then with your low back still on the floor, just start to scissor the arms and legs side to side. Reverse the cross as you go back and forth. And you can take it out wide. You can keep it through a narrow range. You can go fast or slow. Just keep the motion smooth here. And keep your core braced with your low back pressing down as you move. And then bring it back to center. All 4 limbs to vertical. Reach up through the fingertips and toe tips. And now this time, go ahead, reach your right arm past your head about 45 degrees. Left leg forward about 45 degrees as well. Keep the low back on the floor. Switch it out, left arm past your head, right leg forward. And then keep switching. And keep moving back and forth. Now you can go through a longer or shorter range. Take it fast or slow, but again, keep the motion smooth and keep your low back grounded, keep your core braced. And then just take a couple more rounds here. And finish with the left arm past your head before you come back to center, all 4 limbs to vertical. Now keep your right leg extended, bring the left foot to the floor and both hands down for a moment here. And pull that left heel in close. Now straighten your right leg as best you can. Keep the ankle stacked over the hip even if you got to bend the knee. Sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Now lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach up with both arms. We're going to reach back and forth, twisting. Work the twist from your shoulders rather than just your hands. Now on my count, let's go back and forth starting with the right arm. So go ahead and reach up. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with your left shoulder high. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Bring everything down. Once you're down, just switch it out. Right foot on the floor. Extend the left leg up. Keep the ankle stacked above the hips. Sole of the foot faces up. Lift your head and shoulders. Reach up with both arms. And then start on the left this time. So 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with that right shoulder high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring this down. Now once you're down, just reach your arms out to the sides. You can bend the elbows, but keep your shoulders down. Feet about hips width distance apart. And then just loosen up from here. Fold your knees down over to the right side. And then through center to the left. And just keep on twisting and moving your knees side to side. Keep your shoulders grounded as you move. Now the next time you bring the knees down over to the right, keep them down, press into the floor. Keep your shoulders grounded. And take it further. Try to lift that right hip up or engage the tension toward lifting. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just lower down. Bring the knees through center to the left side. Press down into the floor. Again, shoulders grounded. Work to lift that left hip up. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring it back down. Go ahead, set both feet flat, lift your knees. And then bring the knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze everything in. Curl up into this, lift your head and shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then go across at the ankles, roll forward to a seat. Come further to your hands, into all fours for a moment. And I want to set this up for some bridging from here. So go ahead, walk the hands in, come down to sitting on your heels, and keep the knees about hips width distance apart. I want to set this up, hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width. Try to stay light and stay in your fingertips if you can. Now we'll take it up and down. To be sure this works, be sure your feet are kicking down, your glutes are squeezing as you press forward and up. Let's go back and forth. So kick into the floor, squeeze your glutes, press the hips up, let your head fall back, and then lower back down. Again, kick into the floor, lift your hips, and open up, and then lower back down again. Kick into the floor, press the hips up and forward, let your head fall back. And then bring it back down. Kick into the floor, lift your hips. Now I want you to hold the lift this time. Now keep your feet pressing down, keep your glutes engaged. See about taking it further. Maybe just hover your fingertips up off the floor. And then come all the way back down. Now once you're down, we'll take it side to side from here. So the left hand will stay down here to start. With your next inhale, sweep the right arm left as you press the hips up and forward. And then bring it back down. With the next inhale, sweep the left arm right, open up. With the exhale, come back down. Inhale, sweep the right arm left again, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, sweep your left arm right, open up on this side. Exhale, come down. Inhale, sweep the right arm left one more time, hold here. Stretch your right arm long, let your head fall back, keep your hips pushing forward. And as you kick the right foot down, try to hover the right knee up off the floor a little bit. And then bring this back down. Take it the other way. With an inhale, sweep your left arm right, open up and twist to this side. Let your head fall back, stretch the left arm. Kick your left foot down. Try to hover that left knee up off the floor. And then bring it all back down again. Once you're down, walk your hands forward, come into all fours and move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side. Now from here, just bring things into center. Keep your hips stacked over your knees, but walk the hands in a little bit closer, within about 2 hands lengths. Flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips point toward you. Spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips down, press your spine up toward the ceiling, find that lift. And you can always bring the hands in closer if you need. Now you can just stay here, keep the hands tense, maybe sway the shoulders side to side. If you can take it further, come into center, keep your arms straight and keep the tension in your hands. But then step the right foot forward outside the right hand. And then bring your knee down. Left foot outside the left hand. And bring the knee back down to the floor. Bring the right foot forward again. And then set the knee, keep your hands grounded. Bring your left foot forward. And set the knee down again. Right foot forward one more time. And bring the knee back down. Left foot forward one more time. And set the knee on the floor. And then once you're back at center, flip your hands over, palms down, fingertips pointing in toward you as far as you can. Now you can keep the hands in closer like this, or if you want to take it a little bit deeper, maybe slide the hands further away. And just feel this out. Spread the fingers wide, grip the floor with your fingers, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And then to start, as you grip, and go ahead, circle your shoulders with your wrists. Now it's enough to stay with this, but if you can take it further, keep your spine lifted, keep your arms straight, still gripping with your fingers. And just move the legs one at a time. Step your right foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Bring that right big toe as far left as you can, and take it diagonally here. Bring that leg up and to the right, and just touch the foot down, and then extend the leg back and across. Up and to the right side again, and then back and across. Up and to the right one more time, back and across one more time. And then set the knee back down. On the other side, left leg straight back, big toe to the floor. Bring that toe over to the right far as you can go. And then left foot up into your left side. Extend this back and across. Up into the left again. And then back and across. Up into the left one more time. Back and across one more time. And then go and set your left knee down. Come up onto the fingertips and down to sitting on your heels. And then just take a moment, shake your hands out and keep your hands loose. Now once you're ready, come back into all fours. And to set this up, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Now keep your chest facing down, and as you're looking down, rather than letting your head sink down, keep your neck in line with your spine. Reach forward and lengthen out, reaching through the crown of your head. Now extend your right arm straight forward, And then the left leg straight back. Lower the left hip and feel that lift in the glutes. Stretch out through the fingertips and toe tips. Now take an inhale here. Exhale, squeeze this in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now inhale, reach, and then exhale, elbow to knee one more time. With the right hand, reach back and find your left foot. Once you've got that grip, kick into your hand, pull the right shoulder forward and look forward. Keep the left knee high. Now work your balance here when I keep moving. So grip the floor with your left hand, kick the right foot down. Bend the left elbow straight back, maybe just lower a little bit. Maybe come all the way down to the floor. Press back up, straight left arm. Again, left elbow back, keep the left knee lifted, take it down to where you can. And then lift back up the straight. 3 more times. Bring the left elbow back, take it down, keep your balance here. And then press back up. Left elbow back, come down as low as you can go. And then lift back up the straight. 1 more time. Bend the left elbow straight back, sink down. And then lift back up and release. Both hands down, both knees down, back to all fours. Now set it up for the other side. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips still. Extend the left arm forward this time. And extend your right leg back. Now reach forward through the crown of your head. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Lower the right hip and feel this in the glutes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now reach with your left hand and find your right foot. Once you've got that grip, kick into your hand and look forward. Bring the right knee up high, pull the left shoulder forward. Now grip the floor with the right hand, keep your left foot kicking down. Bend the right elbow back, come down a little bit or come down all the way. And then lift back up the straight. Pull the right elbow back, keep the right knee high and sink down. And then lift back up. Right elbow back, keep your balance, take it to where you can. Lift back up again. Right elbow back, sink this down low. And then lift back up. Bring the right elbow back, take it down one more time. Lift back up and come back to all fours. From all fours, let's move around for a moment. And then one more thing to work this into the hips and work a little bit of balance here. Now just keep your wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up to begin. And then we're going to take this a little bit of a diagonal setup because we're going to open to the side. So I want you to slide your right leg over the left as far as you can. Bring your legs together. And then step your left foot out past the side of the mat. Now left foot on the floor, toes are pointed out to the left. Put the weight to your right hand, kick your right foot down, and lift your left heel. Now lift your left hand, push your left arm to the inside of your left leg. That left knee is going to stay bent. Lean to the right side. Now with your left hand, press your left knee up as high as you can. Open up. Take it slow. Just touch the big toe down to the floor. And then press your left knee up as high as you can. Open up your hips. Take it slow. Bring the big toe down. Again, press that left knee up high. Open up to the side. Bring the big toe back down. 2 more times. Press that left knee up high again. Bring the big toe back down to the floor. 1 more time. Press the left knee up high. Open up. And then come back down. And come back to all fours. And from here, just move around. Now to take it on the other side, again, wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And this time, slide the left leg as far to the right as you can. Bring your legs together. Now step the right foot out to the side past the edge of the mat. The toes point out to the right. And lift the right heel up off the floor. Now lean onto your left hand. Keep your left foot kicking down. Bring the right arm inside the right leg. And back and forth, open it to this side. Press that right knee up as high as you can. Keep your balance here. Bring the right big toe down to the floor. Press the right knee up high, open up, and bring the big toe back down. Press the right knee up as high as you can. Bring the big toe back down to the floor. Press the right knee up high, keep your balance here. And bring the big toe down. 1 more time. Press the right knee up as high as you can. And then bring the foot all the way down. Come back to all fours. And from all fours, let's take a moment here and breathe. Now you're going to stay here and breathe and take a break. You can take another stretch if you like. But when you're ready, tuck your toes, lift your knees, hips up high, and find a down dog. Now, once you move in your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your hands, press into your palms, feel weight toward the base of your thumbs, and sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, let your hips reach up high. And take it further, pull into the belly, around the lower ribs. Use your core to tighten up your waist and lengthen out your spine. Reach your hips up even higher still. Now, if your legs are tight at all, you can let that tension go and bend the knees, and maybe just stay loose and pedal out here. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. Let everything go long and loose and let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen even further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in your knees to begin. And then just slowly restack your spine. Round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. With the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And release this at the bottom. Inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor, to the shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. With the exhale, bring your hands to the mat. And let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrists underneath the shoulders, palms press down, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling, keep that lift. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control all the way down onto your belly. When you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. Take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, peel up one more time and just hold that lift. Now keep the lift in your upper body. Press your feet down, squeeze your glutes. And then take the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, draw the shoulders back. Keep looking forward. And work to lift it up as high as you can. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll this back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. Let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, pull the hips forward and deepen the arc all through the front. Lift up with your arms, keep your neck long, and keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up out of down dog. Paddle out for just a moment. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Take a scorpion dog. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, and work to open up your hips as much as you can. With an inhale, straighten this out, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Stay forward like this and stay lifted around your spine. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just set the right foot down. Bring the left foot forward next to the right. And then from that forward fold, take an inhale, lift halfway up. And with the exhale, set your hands. We're going to take it to crow. Dig your fingertips down, heels up, touch the knees to your arms. Keep your hips high, lean forward, and lift your feet together, toes to touch. Bring the heels up close. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just set the left foot down. And stay curled in. Keep the right knee pulled into your chest. Now we're setting this up for half moon. Left hand stays down. Forward to the left foot, further left. Lean to your left side. And let's take it back and forth. Inhale the right arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl this in. Inhale the right arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale the right arm high, right leg back, and stay open to the right. Right shoulder and right hip higher than the left. bring your gaze to the right. You can keep the left knee bent, but straighten that leg if you can. Now, if you can go deeper, you can bind it. You can bend the right knee, reach with the right hand. If you do find the foot kick into your hand, let that pull your shoulder further back. Take an inhale here. With the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now keep your right foot forward, slide the left foot back, take it into low lunge, and bring it down lower. Left knee down, left foot flat behind. Sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, open this up. Reach the arms up and back, gaze up high. And then just settle in here. Let your hips sink low and lengthen out the front of the left side. Just breathe here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, look forward. Press into the right foot. Stack everything to vertical above the left knee. And take a half bind. Right arm across your low back. Keep the shoulder drawn back, left arm high. And then from here, just take a side bend. Reach your left arm up and over. Look up and keep your left hip pushing forward. And then bring yourself back up the vertical. Again, left arm up and over. Press and bring your gaze up high. And then come back to center. One more time, reach your left arm up and over, gaze up high, hold here. Now as you hold this, as you're leaning right, keep your left hip pushing forward. Maybe bend the right knee and pull both hips toward the front of the mat, but keep breathing here and keep leaning to the right. Now with your next inhale, bring yourself back to vertical, look forward. And then both hands together at your left side. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together tight. And draw the shoulders back, keep your chest open. Now bring the weight forward to your right foot, tuck the toes to the left. And we're going to take this to a pyramid stance. Bring the weight to the right foot, left foot comes forward, one pace behind the right. And just feel this out. Feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance so your hips are still squared. Right hip back, left hip forward. Both legs straight. And with the feet flat, left foot points to the side at least a little bit. Now keep your hips squared forward, keep the shoulders pulled back. We'll take it down toward halfway. So take an inhale here. And with the exhale, hinge on the hips. Lead with your chest, bring it toward halfway down. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. And with the exhale, hinges forward toward halfway. Inhale, bring this up one more time. Now with the exhale, hinge toward halfway down and hold here. Shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and breathe into the stretch on the back of the right thigh. Now to take this further from here, keep that fold. Bend the right knee if you need to. But release your left hand, bring that left arm past your right thigh, and then pull the right shoulder back and open up your chest to the right. Right hip back, left hip forward. You're trying to bring this down with your spine toward parallel with the floor even as you're twisting. And if you can take it further, bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Now with your next inhale, bring yourself upright, look forward, hands together at the left again. And once you've got that clasp, put the weight to the right foot. Lift your left heel, slide your left foot back, take a long high lunge stance. And the hips are still squared, left hip forward, right hip back. Now dip your left knee low and just hover above the floor, hold here. We're going to go back and forth from this position into balancing. So bring the weight forward to the right foot. Bring yourself to standing with your left knee high, hold here. And then step your left foot back. Sink the knee down low and come back to where you started. Again, bring it forward. Left knee high, hold your balance for a moment. Step the left foot back and sink that knee down. 3 more times. Bring your weight forward. Left knee high, stay standing. Step the left foot back and then sink down just above the floor. Again, take it forward. Left knee high, keep your chest open. And then step it back to the lunge and sink down low. One more time. Bring it forward. Left knee high, hold here. And keep your right big toe pressing down. When you're ready, take an eagle bind. Left leg crosses tightly over the right. Squeeze your legs together. Let your hips sink down. You can always touch the toes of your left foot to the floor. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Legs still squeezing. And if you want to take it deeper, maybe hinge from the hips and bring your belly toward your thighs. All right, with your next inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee. With the exhale, set the left foot down, bring the arms down to your sides. With an inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, fold all the way down. And then once you're down, keep that fold and step your feet out wide. We'll take this up to bird of paradise. So feet a little wider than your hips, heels in, toes out. Keep your knees bent and keep your hips high, head low. Now if you're going to take the full bind, right arm reaches between your legs. Wrap around the right thigh, palm up and behind. Left hand comes around for that grip. Otherwise, reach wide, right arm pressing to the right shin, left arm to the other side. Now stay folded and walk this. Step your right foot back. Left foot back as well. Right foot forward. And then left foot forward. Now left foot's your base. Step it into center. Bend deep in the left knee, lift the right heel, and look forward. Go slow with an inhale, pressing that left foot. Bring your torso upright and bring the right knee up with you. Now, if you're reaching wide, just keep that right knee pushed out to the side. If you got the bind, keep pulling the thigh in close and maybe extend the leg if you want to take it there. All right, slowly from here, let's take it down. Move with control and release to your forward fold. Once you're down with an inhale, lift it up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands and take this through a vinyasa. All right, let's take the other side. From your down dog, inhale the left leg high behind you. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right. Scorpion dog. Open up the hips as much as you can. With an inhale, straighten this out, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward. Knee to chest, shoulders will wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Hold here, stay lifted around your spine. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just set the left foot down and bring the right foot forward as well. Take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands for crow. Dig your fingertips down, heels up, knees to your arms. Keep the hips high, lean this forward, lift the feet together. Toes to touch, pull the heels up. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just set the right foot down and keep the left knee pulled in. So setting this up for your half moon, right hand stays down, forward to the right foot, further right, lean to the right side. Let's go back and forth. Inhale the left arm high and left leg back. Exhale, curl this in. Inhale the left arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale the left arm high, left leg back. Hold here. Stay open to the side. You can always bend the right knee, but straighten that leg if you can, and stack the left side above the right as vertically as possible. If you're going to bind it, bend the left knee. Reach with your left hand. If you do find that grip, kick into your hand. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the left hand down, left foot down. And keep your left foot forward, slide the right foot back, come into low lunge. Now let's take it low. Right knee down, right foot flat behind, sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, open this up. With an inhale, reach this up and back, gaze up high. And just stay open like this. Let your hips sink low to the front. Keep your right foot kicking down. And lengthen out the front of the right side this time. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, look forward. Press into your left foot. Stack your hips over your right knee. Take a half bind. Left arm crosses your low back. Right arm still reaching high. And we'll take this with that side bend. Now as you're looking forward, reach your right arm up and over to the left. Gaze up high. And then come back up the center, back to vertical. Again, right arm up and over. Look up toward the ceiling. And then come back to center again. One more time, right arm up and over, leaning left. Now keep your left shoulder pulled back, keep your gaze up high. And if you can take it deeper, bend the left knee, pull the right hip down and forward as you're leaning. Now with your next inhale, come back upright, look forward. Bring the right hand down to meet the left at the right side. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms, get the shoulders pulled back. And then bring the weight to the left foot, tuck the toes to the right. And we'll take that pyramid stance. So the weight comes to the left foot, right foot comes forward one pace behind the left. So again, about 3 feet front to back, still hips with distance side to side so your hips are square. Legs straight, feet flat, right foot points out to the side a little bit. Pull the left hip forward, or right hip forward, rather left hip back, and keep your chest open. Now take it down toward halfway. Take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest. Hinge from the hips. Keep looking forward as you bring this down. Inhale, come all the way upright. Exhale, hinge toward halfway and keep your chest open. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge toward halfway and hold this time. Left hip back, right hip forward. Now bend the left knee if you need to, but breathe into that stretch on the back of the left thigh. Left arm stays bound. Release the right hand. Bring that right arm past your left thigh and twist. Pull the left shoulder back. Bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Now again, bend that left knee as much as you need. Just breathe in that stretch on the left leg. Keep the right hip pulling forward. And you just bring your spine toward parallel with the floor as you hold this. Take an inhale. With the exhale, come back upright, face forward. Hands together, the right side again. And then bend into your left knee. Lift the right heel, slide that right foot back, take your long lunge stance and keep your hips squared. Then keep your spine upright, dip the right knee down and just hover above the floor. Back and forth from here. Put the weight to left foot. Come to standing with your right knee high, keep your balance. And then step it back long and sink back down. Weight to the left foot. Come forward with the right knee high again. Step the right foot back and sink down low. Bring it forward to the left foot. Right knee up high, hold here. Step it back long, sink down. 2 more times. Bring your weight forward. Come to standing with your right knee high. Step it back to the lunge and come down low. Last time, bring the weight to the left foot. Come to standing with the right knee high. And then once you're stable, take the eagle bind. Right leg crosses tightly over the left. Squeeze your legs together. Sink your hips down. Maybe touch the toes of the right foot to the floor. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And if you want to fold this down, you can hinge from the hips and bring your belly close to your thighs, but keep your legs squeezing here. Now with your next inhale, straighten your left leg, lift your right knee, and then set your right foot down, bring your arms down to your sides. With an inhale, reach this up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down, take that wide-legged forward fold. Heels in, toes out, feet wide. Hips high, keep your knees bent. And when you lift the left leg, if you're going to take that full bind, left arm reaches, wrap around the left thigh, palm behind, right hand comes around for the grip. Otherwise, reach wide, left arm on the left shin, right arm to the other side. Now stay folded and walk it. Step your left foot back, right foot back, left foot forward, and right foot forward. Right foot comes into center. That's the base. Deep under the right knee, lift the left heel, look forward. Go slow with an inhale. Bring your torso upright. Bring the left knee up with you. Now keep the knee pressed out to the side if you're reaching. If you got the bind, try to keep the thigh pulled in close. Maybe extend the leg. Now slowly take it down, move with control, and release to your fold. From that forward fold, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set the hands, take another vinyasa. Now let's take this into half pigeon. With an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Bring your left knee down, flatten your left foot behind. Now pull the left hip forward, keep your hips square to the front. Sink your weight straight down, and look for some of that stretch on the right side, toward the outer hip or the glutes. Now you can stay upright like this. You can go deeper toward the back bend. You can always melt down toward the floor. Just take the version that suits you best right now. And breathe into this. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Tuck the toes of your left foot. Release your right leg. Just shake it out for a moment. Once your right foot's down, take it to the other side. Inhale the left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist. Left ankle somewhere behind the right. Bring the right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward. And keep your hips in line. Sink your weight down. Look for some of that stretch on the left side. Again, you can just keep yourself upright like this. You can go further toward the back bend. Or maybe just relax and melt things down. All right, again on this side, bring the hands in close with the forward. Tuck the toes of your right foot. Release your left leg. Shake this out. Once your left foot's down, bring your knees to the floor. Legs out from underneath you. And come all the way down onto your back. Now when you're down, bring your knees into your chest. Just squeeze everything in. And then just go ahead, release your grip and set your feet. We'll take one longer round of back bending. I'll start this with bridge and lead it into wheel if you want to take it further. Now feet and knees, hips width distance, bring your heels in close to your low back, starts basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. When you're ready, with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And hold onto that lift, keep your hips pushing up. Now to take it further, bring the hands underneath your hips, interlace the fingers, pull the palms toward each other. Go ahead, bring the shoulders further behind your back and open your chest up even more. Hands pushing down, hips pressing up still. Now if you're going to take it to wheel, just release your hands but keep the hips lifted. Hands come down around your head. When you're ready, press into the floor. You can lift to the top of your head first, but then straighten your arms. Press your hips up toward the ceiling. Let your chest open up toward the back of the mat. And you can always lift your heels for either pose if it's too much on the low back. But find that tension on the back line of the body. Tense up your glutes. Find tension across the upper back and the shoulder blades. Let the front of the body open up and keep your breathing long and smooth here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything down to the floor. Once you're down, pull the knees back into your chest, squeeze in tight. And then just release the left leg, extend it out fully. Left arm down to your side. Reach inside the right leg. With your right hand, take hold of your big toe. Now pull down, keep that right hip on the floor, and then extend your right leg up as high as you can. Still pulling with the right hand, but pressing up with the right foot. Now somewhere between that, find that stretch on the back of the right thigh. Breathe into it when you find it. If the right leg's straight, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder. Now keep the left side active as well. Dig the heel into the floor. Tense up the glutes on your left side. And then just breathe here. Take a deep inhale. Now at the exhale, just bend the right knee, lower that knee toward the side of your ribs. When the foot's low enough, right hand to the outside edge of your foot. Left hand on the other side. This is a half happy baby variation. Now stack the right ankle above the right knee best you can. Pull down to push the knee to the floor, but then press your foot back up into your hands at the same time and feel that stretch on the right inner thigh. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Draw both knees in for a moment. Now when you're ready, switch it out. Extend your right leg, right arm down to your side. Left arm inside the left leg, hold the big toe and pull down. As you're pulling with the left hand, extend your left leg up as high as you can. Keep that tension, find the stretch on the back of the left thigh. If the leg's straight, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder. And then tense up on the right side as well. Dig the right heel down into the floor and tense up the glutes on the right. And just breathe with us here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, bend the left knee, lower it toward the side of your ribs. When the foot's low enough, left hand to the outside edge of your left foot, right hand to the other side. Now with both hands, pull down, bring the knee toward the floor, but press the foot up at the same time. And feel that stretch on the left inner thigh. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale this time, just release your right hand. Draw the right knee in and take the full pose. So hands to the outside edges of your feet. Ankles above the knees. Pull down on both sides. Bring the knees toward the floor outside your ribs. Push the feet back up at the same time. Work to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down. And then if you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Even further, you can extend your legs out against your grip. Now take a deep inhale here. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close. Let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And then let yourself move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your hip. And then pull it all back in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull the knees up as well. And then find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to the top. And just let everything go. Now thank you for joining class. Namaste.